Hey everyone, so we're just going to do a quick lesson today on inverted chords, whether they're major or power chords or even inverted minor chords, things like that. Just different options for you when you're playing along with various different tracks, improvising. I've come across this idea because at the moment I'm tabbing out the fourth track from Guns N' Roses is from side one of Appetite for Destruction, a track that perhaps you might not know as well as the classics like Sweet Child of Mine, Night Train, Paradise City. And in it, there's a huge prominent use of inverted chords, basically. You've got this. Which is super interesting because it's a riff that I would have always assumed was in open G tuning. Guns N' Roses always usually tuned down to E flat. And in this one, the riff itself is completely based on those like major chords without a root in. So you'll be well aware that power chords and bar chords, you have the root with your first finger, and the same with the majors. So this riff is a super interesting one. So you've got these open strings, these three here, so the D, G and B, which is a G chord with the fifth in the root. So G, A, B, C, D, the fifth is in the root. And then you do this with the third finger. It's another sort of, call it a second inversion. That's because the chord is G, B, D, or in this case, B flat, F, and that D in the top. But what you're doing is you're forgetting the bottom note, that you're forgetting that B flat completely. Which is super interesting. So that's the start of the riff. And then you do the G, and then you lose all these notes. So again, that's essentially a bar chord on the G, and then you so this here is a kind of like an inverted power chord, and then the bottom note just drones away. So, and then you get It's also good for the right hand string control here, because you've got to totally ignore your A string. If you drag that and you play the riff, you get sounds absolutely awful. So you've really got to make sure that you don't catch that. And then it's just an interesting case of using that inversion. You also find that a lot in Rolling Stones licks, so the Keith Richards move. So the way that works is the same idea that we've just been covering with Out to Get Me from Slash. Those upper notes of the chord there. So it's really a C in this case. So that's an F without the root. So you're going from C to F. It's the same thing. And that's starting me up at a whole range of other tracks as well. Just one more inversion for you to play around with, and this is quite a key one, again in a song called Apocalyptic Love, which is a solo project from Slash. It's on that title track, Apocalyptic Love. There's these sort of inverted power chords with a third in the bottom. So instead of doing a power chord of a C, for example, you drop that root note down an octave. Sorry, the fifth note down an octave. So, and then you stick the third in. And that's really the same as this pattern, but just an octave lower. And then that's used in power chord sequences like but the crucial thing about this one is not to catch the G string. I mean, you can if you want to have a drone. It's fine because it works with those chords, but let's say you took it a fret up. You don't want to catch it now. Doesn't sound very good. So that's an inverted power chord, but with a third in as well. Just another arrangement of this. Just something to have a little mess around with, particularly if you're used to writing your own stuff or improvising, and you just want to have other options apart from what I would say can be quite stale sounding bar chords. You know, like one other example of that being used is in Sweet Child of Mine. You've got the power chords section. But you can do this. So a little move. A bit of vibrato. And you do see Slash do that quite often when he's playing live. So it's just something a little bit extra to think about there. Thanks for checking out this little quick lesson. The next tab that you're going to see on the channel is going to be Out to Get Me from Guns N' Roses. I'm just mastering the various different riffs in it now because there's a lot there. The main riff's cool. So you keep catching that A string. There's another cool bit. Again, that kind of power chord move in an inverted form. Anyway, watch this space, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that lesson, check out some of the shorts that we've got going on as well, and we'll see you next time.